What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black, S-T-E-V-E-E, the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you another video. Guys, it's been too long. I haven't done a video since the NBA Finals concluded. It's been a while. But speaking of the NBA, we've been in free agency, man. It's been crazy. So I'm not going to try and speak long. My last video was 15 minutes. I'm going to try to keep it under 10, but some stuff has been going on. So let's talk about what's been happening. LeBron and AD are on the Lakers. Well, LeBron was already on the Lakers, but AD has joined the Lakers. Boogie has joined the Lakers. I mean, Danny Green has joined the Lakers. I mean, dudes are just going to the Lakers. Lake Show is back. When it first was reported that Anthony Davis was on the Lakers, man, I was like, this was like a couple days after the finals were over. I was like, man, like, really? LeBron and AD? I'm interested. I want to see where this goes, you know? And then the whole Kawhi news. And I was totally against the Kawhi joining the Lakers. Because I'm like, the NBA and the NBA fans were complaining, oh my God, KD and the Warriors, that's just so unfair. But had Kawhi joined the Lakers, that'd be another super team. And people were like, oh, super teams are bad. We need, like, who's going to win the finals? Who's the team to beat? Like, that's what we want. But people were okay with Kawhi joining the Lakers. It made no sense to me. But, fortunately, Kawhi had a sense of had his mindset on not making, had his another super team, and he decided to go to the Clippers. And not only that, he had got Paul George to go with him by having him force his way out of OKC, because don't nobody want to play with Russ. That's just what it is. Speaking of Russell Westbrook, the news broke today. Russell Westbrook has been traded to the Houston Rockets, and now and CP3's been traded to the OKC. Although they said that's not final, he could be traded to like Miami or something. And trust me, I'm gonna get into that. That's not gonna work. It's just not. First of all, D'Antoni's system is one ball dominant player, and that person is James Harden, who I also don't like. I respect everybody in the NBA, but I just don't like James Harden. You know why I don't like James Harden. The way he plays, his style, it irks me, man. But I won't get into that. What the problem is this is not going to work because this is too dominant player. Number one, it requires everyone else to be standing around, and if Russell Westbrook saying he's good with that, he's lying. Number two, I bet you when things go south, Russ's instincts are going to want to take over, and he's going to want to do what he needs to do or want to do, and it just won't happen because this is James Harden's team, and now the only difference is Russell Westbrook isn't going to be getting bounced in the first round. He's going to be getting bounced in the second round because he's not better. The Houston Rockets, they're not better than the Clippers. They're not better than the Lakers. Heck, I don't even think they're better than the Warriors when Klay gets back. When Klay gets back, I don't think. I'm just talking about duos. Obviously, you got Kawhi and Paul George. You got LeBron and AD. You've got not CP3. You've got Harden and Westbrook, and you got Steph and Klay. Like, I do not think I think Steph and Klay are better than James Harden and Russell Westbrook. But now it's not the time to talk about that because Golden State, they're like, shoot, once that dynasty was over, bro, all the teams in the West just got better, man. I think the Warriors are still championship, or not championship contenders. They're still a playoff team. They're just not championship contenders. It'll be a while. It'll be a while before they win another championship. I think they will. I think Steph will get one more championship and he'll retire a 4-time champion. And that last championship he's gonna get, he will be the Finals MVP. So just mark my words. You heard it here first. But yeah, this whole Russell Westbrook, James Harden thing, it makes no sense. It's not gonna last. And plus, you gotta be able to shoot threes in Houston. And Russell Westbrook is not a 3-point shooter. He's not. He can hit threes. He just doesn't hit them well enough. He's like a 24%, I think. And each year it gets lower. And if he's just standing around, you think if James Harden kicks him the ball, all of a sudden he's just gonna start dropping threes? I don't think so. So I think the Houston Rockets, I think they're a second round team. Maybe they can get, they're not, I could say maybe they might get to the conference finals once, but I just don't see it happening. He's a better CP3, but than CP3 is now, but the Rockets are not better than the top teams in the West, which is the Clippers and the Lakers. They're like at best the third best team, and then you had to include Utah in that because they've also been doing a lot of good things. Man, the West, bro, it's just stacked. It's always been stacked. You know, even the lower teams like the Warriors, they're still a threat. Steph, greatest shooter of all time, and then you got Portland, man. So Dame time, bruh. Ah, man. That's why I'm glad I watch the NBA sometimes, man. I'm glad I started watching because this is interesting. I'm interested to see how this all turns out. But now on to the East. Remember when I said I was going to talk about Miami? Well, a certain somebody decided that it was best for him to go to Miami so he could be the guy and have his own team and have absolutely no shot at a championship instead of staying with the Philadelphia 76ers, because with Kawhi out of the East, it opens the door for the Sixers, because I think we're better than Milwaukee. I think, and I will repeat this again, if Joel Embiid was healthy, the Sixers would be the champions right now. They would be the champions. But, and they offered him the 5-year deal, but he said, nah, I'll go to Miami and have my own team. I want to be the guy. But I don't want to win championships, though. I'm good. I just want to have my own team. I'm hearing CP3 might be traded to Miami, but that won't make a difference. It really won't. I mean, yeah, they could probably be like a 6th to 7th or 8th seed, maybe a 5th, but they're not one of the top teams in the East. So really, Jimmy Butler just wasting his time. And I loved Jimmy Butler, and I was hurt and crushed when he left. He was the second best player on that team. Whoa, let me take that back. He was the second most important player, because until Ben Simmons gets his jump shot, it was Joel Embiid, then it was Jimmy Butler. I mean, I don't see the problem with the strategy that they had for the first 3 quarters. It's the Ben Simmons show. They do what they do. Him and Joel Embiid keep the game close. And then in the 4th quarter, it's Jimmy's team. It's Jimmy's team in the 4th quarter. He runs the team. He's at the point. I don't understand what was the problem with that. It was working. It was working. The Sixers were the toughest team the Raptors faced in the playoffs. It was working. But he wants to be his own man. He wants to be his own. He wants to have his own team. Go ahead. Go ahead. And speaking of the Sixers, not only did they lose him, but they lost JJ Redick. I wasn't too upset about losing JJ Redick because he was not consistent enough for me. He was the best shooter they had, but he was also not consistent. So what the Sixers have done is they re-signed Tobias Harris. Okay, maybe the fact that Jimmy Butler's out now, he'll be better, because I wasn't really all that impressed with Tobias Harris. But maybe, like I said, maybe now that Jimmy's gone, he'll be better. I hope he's better. I pray to God he's better. Hopefully Joel Embiid, he's training and getting healthier and stronger, so that way when the playoffs come, it won't be, oh, he got some virus, oh, he's sick, his stomach hurt, and he only putting up 8 points. And the reason why we ain't winning championships is because he's sick. And Ben Simmons, man, let me tell you something. If Ben Simmons shot like Russell Westbrook, he would be the best player in the league. Well, he'll be the future of the league. And he still is. because everyone said, oh, he's the next LeBron. I think, because his defense is phenomenal. You add that factor of him shooting at least like Russell Westbrook, oh my God. Ben Simmons would be even more amazing than he already is. It's really just a race between the East, between Philly and Milwaukee. I think we're better than Milwaukee. Kyrie and KD are in Brooklyn. Without KD, it's just Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan. First round exit, depending on who they face. Then you got Oladipo and Mirotic. I believe he left Milwaukee and signed with Indiana, so they could be something. Then there's the Celtics. They signed Kemba to replace Kyrie. So there's that. But I really just don't see anybody else really in the East. And like I said, everybody else is they're a non-factor. It's a two-team race in the East, just as it is in the NFC East with the Eagles and the Cowboys. It's the Bucks and the Sixers. I think the Sixers are the best team in the East. But if they obviously don't have the best shooting, especially with JJ Redick and Jimmy being gone. But I think if they can get Kyle Korver and bring him back, and if they can get Andre Iguodala, bring Iggy back, run it all the way back. The slogan everyone's been using, run it back. Well, we gonna run it all the way back and bring those two back to Philly. And Andre could end his career where his career started. I think it started there, in Philly. And Korver can come back home, bro. Because if you have those two guys coming off the bench, then I can say definitively the Sixers are the best team in the East. I still think they are. Obviously with Al Horford there, they're a much more defensive team. So they can hold a lot of teams back with their limited shooting. But with you getting Andre Iguodala with that clutch gene in him, because he does have it, and if you get Kyle Korver, who will be great coming off the bench, then the Sixers have a bench. Obviously with Mike Scott too. I like Mike Scott. Then I'm telling you, then it'll be clear that the Sixers are the best team right now. You can make a case for Milwaukee, but I think the Sixers have a slight edge over them defensively. But if you add Korver and if you add Iguodala, figure out a way, trade who you got to play, cut who you got to cut, do what you got to do. Elton Brand said they're going for championships, which is why they don't have draft picks, because it's time to go while it's time to strike while the iron is hot. We're going to do that by getting Korver, getting Iguodala, bringing them back to Philly, and you go after it. Because honestly, I think they could take the Clippers. I think the Sixers can take LeBron and AD. LeBron's aging. AD, he's been coming off an injury from last year, I believe. Kawhi and Paul George is really not all that special. Yeah, he had a pretty good year last year, but I think we could take him. And Kawhi, let's be honest, we almost had Kawhi last year if it wasn't for Joel Embiid. So, and then there's the Rockets with Harden and Westbrook. Like I said, I don't even think they're getting out of the West. You think about it, like, oh man, those two. But then when you really think about it and you really analyze it, you're thinking, yeah, that's tandem doesn't work, and they're not better than the Clippers, and they're not better than the Lakers. So stop thinking about it. But other than that, that is about it. NBA free agency frenzy, man. It's going crazy. NBA. Warriors dynasty is over, and all these teams all of a sudden they're like, oh, it's our turn next. It's our turn. It still hurts that Steph did not win that third straight title. I wanted that for him because that would have been a phenomenal way to go out, to end the dynasty for now. But still, 3 titles in 5 years, can't complain. They got D'Lo, so I guess they still got Draymond, and then obviously Klay should be back around the last month of on the last month of basketball. So there's always that. That's pretty much about it. Unfortunately, this one was also 15 minutes. I'm so sorry. that's about it. I'll talk to you guys later. Football season, go check out my other video. I'll talk about the top teams in the NFC or in the NFL. So go check that out. And if you're not down with that, I've just got three words for you, or 2 words for you. Peace out, and I'll see you later, guys. Take care.